Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and indeed. Your brother Kpatazah from the great millstone Chicago branch, coming at you with another quick, Lord willing, edifying lesson. And, this is just going to be some quick rebuke upon the Christmas spirit. But, as we all know, Christians are just going to do what they want to do. Nonetheless, the information must be put out. So we're going to tie Christmas into Saturnalia, okay? So you say, what is Saturnalia? All right, and this is off of history.com, dated December 18th of last year. Saturnalia, held in mid-December, is an ancient Roman pagan festival honoring the agricultural god Saturn. Saturnalia celebrations are the source of many of the traditions we now associate with Christmas, okay? So you're giving worship and praise to a false god when you're honoring Christmas, okay? This is not the so-called day of birth of the Lord. That has been debunked and proven to not be true for countless years. Okay, but again, people just want to do what they want to do, but there's consequences for that. But anyhow, it says Saturnalia, the most popular holiday on the ancient Roman calendar, derived from older farming-related rituals of midwinter and the winter solstice, especially the practice of offering gifts or sacrifices to the gods during the winter sowing season. The pagan celebration of Saturn, the Roman god of agriculture and time, began as a single day, but by the late Republic, it had expanded to a week-long festival beginning December 17th. On the Julian calendar, which the Romans used at the time, the winter solstice fell on December 25th. Okay, so what did the Romans do for Saturnalia? They did all type of debauchery. Okay, they really watered it down in this article, but it was a day of a lot of orgies and all type of provocative behavior, okay? All type of madness. If it was the most popular Roman holiday, that should really tell you a lot if you knew anything about the Romans, okay? But it says instead of working, Romans spent Saturnalia gambling, singing, playing music, feasting, socializing, and giving each other gifts. Wax paper candles called Ciri were common gifts during Saturnalia to signify light returning after the solstice. Whatever. All right. It says Saturnalia was by far the jolliest Roman holiday. See, there you go. The Roman poet Catullus famously described it as the best of times. So riotous were the festivities that the Roman author Pliny reportedly built a soundproof room so that he could work during the raucous celebrations. Okay, raucous. Let's look that word up. Harsh, rowdy. Okay. Loud. Let's go back. Making or constituting a disturbingly harsh and loud noise. All right. So it was all type of madness and folly going on, man. All right. Let's see. So it's just going into that. How Saturnalia led to Christmas. It says thanks to the Roman Empire's conquest in Britain and the rest of Europe from the 2nd century BC to the 4th century AD and their suppression of older seasonal rites practiced by the Celts and other groups, today's Western cultures derive many of their traditional celebrations of midwinter from Saturnalia. The Christian holiday of Christmas especially owes many of its traditions to the ancient Roman festival, including the time of year Christmas is celebrated. The Bible does not give a date for Yahweh Shai's birth. In fact, some theologians have concluded he was probably born in the spring because what? That's when the new year actually starts, okay? During springtime, this is when everything becomes anew. The grass is back green. The leaves on the trees are back. You know what I mean? Because during the winter months like now Everything's dead. The trees ain't got no leaves, the grass is dull. It's cold outside. All right. The sun goes down way earlier than all the other seasons. This is actually one of the most depressing times of the year. You see, it says, I suggested, blah, blah, blah. By the 4th century AD, Western Christian churches settled on celebrating Christmas on December 25th, which allowed them to incorporate the holiday with Saturnalia and other popular pagan midwinter traditions. Okay. There you have it, man. That's Christmas. But these Christians don't care. All right. They're still going to go out there and buy the Christmas trees, which also goes back to pagan worship. OK. And Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, cuts that. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go ahead and get it. Because these Christians are hard headed. They don't care. OK. This is Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen made at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. See? That's your Christmas tree. That's your vain heathen Christmas tradition. All right. And as it says, man, the Lord told us in verse 2, don't learn the way of the heathen. OK, we're not supposed to be incorporating this into our customs. OK, we're not supposed to be incorporating this into something that we do every year and give reverence to. OK, because like we just learned, when you do this, you're giving reverence and worship to a false god. OK, and the Lord told us not to do that. But Christians continue to do that. All this information out here, man. We in the information age, and it's just really showcasing how hard-headed people are. How obstinate and impudent people are, especially you Israelites. All this information is being brought to you. You're being told that the Lord does not like this. OK, do not stop doing this, but they're going to continue to do it. OK, children of disobedience. This is the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 6. He answered and said unto them, well has Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, these people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Right. So people say all day and all long, how much they love God and, God knows my heart and, how they're just these great individuals, man. All right. But what? Their heart is far from the Lord, man. Their heart is set upon doing what the hell they want to do. You see, it says, verse 7, howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. And what is that doctrine? Christmas. That is a commandment of men. OK, and it is the worship of a false god. All right. It says, verse 8, for laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold to the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups and many other such like things you do. And he said to them, full well ye reject the commandment of God, that you may keep your own tradition. And that's the Christian for you. All right. Hypocrites. OK, complete hypocrites. All right. And every Israelite that done woke up, we all done rebuked the family on this. We all done brung these scriptures out, and they don't care. It's in one ear and out the other. But that's fine. All right. But hey, through the Spirit, I just had to rebuke it, shed some light on it, man. And, just let these people walk straightway into their own destruction, man. All right. The blood is off our hands. So with that, shalom.